Wings, would you tell us the story about when you got shot?
Oh, no.
No, dude, people ask for this week after week.
All right. I mean, it's not much of a story.
But dude, you got shot. How can it's gonna be good?
Yeah, already, it's a great story.
It isn't that much of a story. It's not like I was a badass, doing 5 flips to try to beat somebody up.
Mm-hmm.
If you did 5 flips, you'd have to be rolling down a hill.
But if it ends with someone getting shot, it's automatically a great story. It could be something simple like, I was sitting there eating my Honey Nut Cheerios and I got shot.
Yeah, dude, an accidental discharge is a fairly good story, but you were shot in a crime. Tell me.
Yeah. Well, what it is I was 15. I just got home from Conway High School, and at that time we were living in the projects. We lived in Holt Gardens, which is off 378, US 378. It's a rundown black community. Is what it is. It's project government housing, Section 8 housing, made for by your man Bill Clinton. Well, somebody decided to steal my mama's Monte Carlo. It was an old Monte Carlo 2-door.
So now wait, you come up to the car and you see a guy actively trying to break a window or?
No, he was in the car at that time. He was driving away.
All right. So help me paint the scene here. You hear something that makes you go to the car?
I was walking because the bus stopped. There was 2 streets. There was Hudson Street. There was Hawk Street. I lived on Hudson Street. And the bus dropped me off at the end of it. We lived all the way at the cul-de-sac because the street went down and cul-de-sac. And I seen this guy breaking the window of our car, and he was getting in the car by the time I ran my fat ass all the way down there. And but so he seen me coming, and he knew I was coming to him because I was like had my book bag over my head and shit because I had no idea how to fight. I was 15.
Right.
So he pulls out a .38 and shoots me in the leg.
Nice. Revolver, I assume? A little .38 stub nose of some sort?
Yeah, a little .38 stub nose, a little Saturday night special. Shoots me in the leg, gets in the car, hot wires, and drives it off.
All right. So, how hurt was your leg immediately? Like, were you on the ground on the spot? Or did you take a few steps? Like, how did you notice?
It was like 1 or 2 steps, but I collapsed, and I couldn't put weight on it. What it had done, it ripped the tendon in the back of the leg. And it pretty much knocked my knee out of joint because it kind of hit the bone and ricocheted and came out.
So this is just above your knee in the back, that tendon?
Yeah, it hit me right back there. And it hit the joint socket and ricocheted and came out the left side of the leg.
So when you saw him pull the gun out, did you sort of turn and give him your back? Is that how?
That's what it had. I kind of crouched like a fetal position, and he shot me in the back of the leg.
That's my move, actually, for when someone pulls a gun on me.
When I was 15, I was scared of dying then. I got done times now, and it's like, what you gonna do with that shit? I'm not ready to do the Bugs Bunny shit when the next guy pulls a gun.
So he shoots you one time and then drives away in the car.
Yeah, I think he was aiming for my leg. He didn't want to kill me or anything.
Okay, so what's your next move? Like, did someone hear the gunshot?
Lay there and cry.
All right, you were discovered by somebody?
Yeah, there was everybody there. I mean, it's a public housing thing. When he fired the gun, all the little people started coming out of the house. Somebody dead? Is that white boy dead?
Nice. And they called 911?
Yeah, they called 911. And we lived near town, so.
So the ambulance picked you up and took you to the hospital?
I mean, it's just a standard. The bullet was out.
There's nothing standard about getting shot in my neighborhood.
It wasn't the first shooting that year.
I know. So anyway, the ambulance picks you up, and they're not impressed with your wound, I guess, because you're from Section 8 housing, and they're like, dude, this is weak.
This guy ain't got no insurance.
All this when you have a real emergency.
Basically, the bullet had ricocheted, and they came out, and it wasn't bleeding bad because it didn't really separate anything.
There was a detail there. It ricocheted, so it hit the bone?
Yeah, I told you, it hit the joint and came out the left side of the leg. That's why I walk with a fucking limp now.
All right. So what did the doctors do? Did they just say, well, there's no bullet in there?
That's pretty much it. They wrapped it up, told you to stay. They wrapped it up. Told me to clean it. No stitches.
Really? So was there an exit wound, too?
It was very small.
Okay.
38. there's an entrance and an exit wound, and they wrapped it up, and I mean, it almost looked like a damn vampire bite.
And
I got a fun. Oh, go ahead.
Wait. Dude, this is the Wings of Redemption got shot story, baby. You don't mess with this.
You want to make this big deal? I mean, your ass would have got shot too if you were there.
Dude, I'd have caught that bullet with my teeth. Don't you mess with me.
He don't went Matrix style. The bullet time.
No. So
now
talk about the healing on this. You have a limp today. I guess would they put you on crutches?
Well, they put me on crutches, but what it did, I just had to stay off it for 6 weeks actually.
Stay off it. So did you go to school?
No.
So you stayed home for 6 weeks.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I don't know why everybody wanted to hear that story.
What?
You got the story.
I got a funny story.
Brother cracked my skull with a bat when I was about 6. Like he was batting, he swung at the ball, and he let the bat go off his hand and popped me right in the head.
That sounds like a normal childhood, though. Like, I got a bunch of those.
Yeah,
I remember the pain vividly, and I don't want to get hit again.
But did you have to go to the hospital?
Yeah, I did. I cracked my fucking skull.
What'd they do?
They had to take a piece out because of brain swelling.
They took a piece of your skull out?
That's pretty serious, bro. God damn.
Did they replace it with something else?
Yeah, well, eventually they put it back.
They put the piece of skull back.
Yeah.
So they just hold it? They just like hold that piece of skull somewhere for you and tell you to come back in like 3 weeks?
No, when you get better, when the brain swelling goes down.
How long did that take?
How long does that take?
I was 6. Ask my mother.
Shit, we gotta get your mother on.
Yeah, but I really damaged my head back then. I don't want to re-aggravate it.
I boxed with Jeremy, and I was very happy with the outcome. I whipped Jeremy's ass.
Get out,
Yeah,
really?
because Jeremy was nice enough not to body shot you.
Oh my god. Jeremy wasn't even close to me. I was tapping him in the forehead over and over. I popped him in the nose and he
I
quit.
told Jeremy what I would do if I was you. I'd get you in the ass corner because you kept backing up towards it.
Well, if you would like to put on the headgear.
Here, Jeremy, here's what you got to do. You got to get behind him and get him in
I'm sitting here thinking about, you guys were living all this high school stuff, and I'm sitting here thinking, what did I do in high school, in that kind of fashion? And the only thing I could think of, which I never really thought of this till now, is I beat up I didn't do it in high school, though. I did it in middle school. I beat up the quarterback of the our varsity quarterback in high school in 7th grade. And he ended up being an All-American at Citadel as well, and he hurt his knee. But Duran lost.
You beat up the high school quarterback, the captain of the football team.
He was the captain of the football team when we made it to high school, but I beat him up while we were in 7th grade.
He went on to do good things.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. It's like I beat up Lawrence Taylor. We were both in kindergarten at the time.
Let's see, I can seriously say if we met again, I beat your ass in a fight. And and he's like got these varsity Citadel, and he got these trophies, and he won a trophy in Conway football for being the best quarterback in the little league. Well, I don't know what the hell they call them down here, whatever the fucking schools are. Yeah, but I guess some girls were saying I was talking bad about him. He comes into health class and pushes me. So what you gonna do about it? Instead of balling up and trying to apologize, I picked up the health book and hit him right in the fucking head with it.
Wings of Rage.
I got all these badass stories. I mean, the last fight I was in, I spray painted the guy in the eyes.
Oh, man. Ouch. That's almost as bad as fucking
me. The reason I was doing this because I was losing the fight. So he just had a can of spray paint handy? No, basically we got in an altercation, like an argument over a video game. It was real young. I was like 14 at the time, and he was 17, I think. And he was a lot bigger than me at that time. And so I think he beat me at a game. I forgot which game it was, and I was upset about it because I've always took losing at video games pretty hard.
Yeah.
So I push him, and he pushes me back, and then I go outside, and we had like this little shed outside. It wasn't much nothing, like a little rickety old man shed. And he comes back gloating and all, so I smack him as hard as a 14-year-old guy can smack him in the upper chest. And he pushes me into the shed wall so hard it like knocks my breath. Oh, and I like fell down. And when that happened, a can of spray paint fell in my hands from off of the shelf. My first instinct was to hit him with it.
Wow.
And he was crying and shit. And I was just laying into him, just like standing up over him. Oh, no mercy, huh? There's no mercy rule after you spray paint somebody.
Kick him in the ass. And in humiliation mode.
Well, I knew I couldn't beat the guy physically.
Have I told my fall story? I think I have.
Your fall story? I don't know, dude. It's recycle story night. Bring it.
I'm sort of thinking, like, man, falling off a ladder onto a table, like, who has a worse fall than that? And I'll be like, I do.
Oh, I know this one. It's involved. It's from work, right?
Yeah, it's the work fall. For those of you that know, I worked on a melt deck before I did YouTube. And what a melt deck does...
You've never had a real job. Grr, yuck, hater.
Yeah. What a melt deck does is you basically keep a hold furnace full of molten metal. And part of that job is cleaning the inlet, because when you open a hold furnace open and you pour the in with a spout, the melter has a spout on it, sometimes it splashes and it creates what you call stalactite, which is basically a big word for saying metal that's froze. So it's basically a big slob of metal. Mm-hmm. So you have to go out there and you have to like take a metal bar and just chip it off and make sure the inlet's clean, so the next person that comes along on the next shift or whatever doesn't break the spout off into the hold furnace and stop the production line.
So let me interrupt you for a second. And like, I don't mean, look, you were the guy who was the male dick operator, and I'm just a amateur welder. But is it slag or stalactite?
It's they call it slag.
Yeah. Okay, go on.
But it's same thing.
Okay.
Stalactite is the technical term, I'm assuming. Slag is what the blue collar guys like.
Yeah, we call it slag, but it's stalactite, whatever. But you open it up on the inlet, so that's the reason I'm out there. That's why I'm laying this part down here. So basically, we have this new line come up, and we do not have all the safety features down pat on the line. So the engineers come up with this platform that's supposed to be able to allow us to clean the inlet and keep that line running, even though it's not ready to be running. Like, they basically had to come up with this platform so they can get the thumbs up to have the OSHA guys come by and say, yeah, this line's safe enough to operate. That kind of thing. So they cut corners on it. Well, to put the platform on, you have to have a human take a crane and put the platform on the front of the melter. And keep in mind, this platform is probably, I don't know, 25 by 15. It's a huge platform. Probably weighs 6,000 or 7,000 pounds.
And so a person is operating a crane that puts the platform in place, and then you can start walking on it. Yeah,
there's like two hooks. I'm trying to do it with my fingers, like my iPhone. But there's a hook, and it seats in the hooks kind of like that right there. Okay. And it uses this weight to stay on the melter. To do that, you got to take these things called slings. They're like straps. You put the slings on the end of the safety bars, the rails, or whatever, and you place it in place. And then somebody has to walk onto the platform and take the slings off the hook of the crane that placed it there. Well, I'm the person that had to take the slings off. So I walk onto the platform, and I take the first set of slings off. And I always come back to this because it's important which way I took the slings off, because they never told us how to take the slings off, just to take the slings off. So I always did it melter side first, because I always figured that was the safest. No, melter away first. So I always figured that was the safest, because I looked at it this way. If, something would happen and these two slings would put me up, it would go this way instead of this way. Well, I took two slings up, and then the next thing I hear is ding, ding, ding. For those of you who never worked with a crane, cranes make a bell sound to let people know they're operating, so people know that there might be a 5-ton piece of metal in the air coming at you. Really loud. And I heard that, and I knew exactly right. I was like, he picked the fucking crane up. Well, the operator, he hit the up button on the crane, and it only had two slings on it at this point, and it unseated that platform from the front of that melter. And basically the platform went like this. Boom. Just hit and basically I was thrown into the safety rails, and then the impact, the weight of it alone dragged the crane down like this. So I was going down with the actual platform because it took a while for the engine to catch up and actually hook and connect it. And then by the time I was doing, I was like hanging on a safety rail like this.
Wow.
And I was just dangling. And I was probably dropped 2 or 3 stories at that point. And like it really hurt me hitting those safety rails because safety rails don't play around. They're fucking solid steel.
You dropped 2 or 3 stories onto a safety rail?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because what happens as soon as it unseated, the thing weighed so much the crane couldn't stop it because of the momentum.
Mm-hmm.
It took the crane 2 or 3 stories before it could actually hold the platform and stop it.
Damn.
Oh, okay. So you were falling with the platform for 2 or 3 stories, and then the crane stopped it, and you hit the safety bars.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Jesus.
basically holding on to it. And I remember, I don't remember what happened after that because all I remember was just like thinking about holding on because I had like one hand up here on like had like these inline floors. I had gripped that and I had another one wrapped around the safety bar, and I could feel like the safety bar moving because it was the kind that you could pull in and out, like in case you needed to move something over something, so you could actually take the safety rail off.
I picture this entire thing happening over a like giant kettle of molten steel, kind of like the end of Toy
It's not
Story
like
3.
that. It's not, but it's much worse than that.
It's much worse than the end of Toy Story 3 because that was a problem.
Spoiler alert.
It's much worse than that for me because, like, if I would have fell, it'd been instant death because nobody had cleaned the pit in a while. And if you don't clean the pit's the little area between the holding furnace and the melter where all, like, the spillage goes. And it's basically just raw, jagged metal. It's like rocks. So it'd be like falling 5 stories onto, like, a beach rock. And who the hell's making that sound? I'm going to choke Kyle.
Tell us more about the pit.
Kyle thinks that you're not telling the highlights. He thinks that you're,
Well, I'm just saying that was one of the life-changing falls. That where there's the moment I'm like, I can't do this the rest of my life. And
YouTube.
That's actually when I started branching out and decided to look for other lines of work. Well, YouTube wasn't my other line of work at the time, but I decided to start expanding my skill sets.
Now,
so I don't have to be stuck in this job. What?
Were you doing the chicken thing back then?
Oh yeah.
How long have you been doing that before you stopped?
7 years. Feelings I've ever had in my life. I mean, the only other feeling that I could even contemplate with that would be the time I was constipated and the turd went sideways on me.
That doesn't even make sense.
Let me tell the story. I had a really bad bout of constipation, and this was when I was on my diet in early 2011. I started doing Slim Fast to replace my lunches. One thing I didn't learn about Slim Fast is it dehydrates you really, really badly. Like, you have to drink a lot of water when you're on Slim Fast when you're replacing it as meals, and I didn't do that. So I got dehydrated really bad. I'm talking about 3 or 4 turds deep. Like, it just hurt to walk. So I feared pooping for about a week. So what I did is I ended up going to get a saline enema. And I had my grandma give me a saline enema. And it softened it up enough to pass, but it only got a little bit. So, like, it softened like the first 3/4 of a turd. I get on the toilet, and a saline enema like stimulates the muscles to actually make it come out. So I do it. It goes, and then that little piece, probably about this big, hits it, and turns like that, and it spreads my butthole wide open. I fall off the toilet, and I hit my head onto the wall, and I call out for my grandma. I'm like, you might have to take me to the hospital. But what we ended up doing is she ended up sticking her finger up my butt and mashing the turd up.
Now, I know how to ask a question, God damn it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that was awesome.
Look at Woody's face. He's like,
that was awesome.
Your grandmother mushed the turd up by putting her finger in your butt?
Yes.
So are you...
Wings got fingered by gangster grandma.
Like this?
No, I was on the floor. I just hit my head on the wall.
Look at this from the clock. That was great.
Wait.
It's like it's time.
What did he say?
I just hit my head on the floor because I came off the toilet because it felt like somebody had like stuck their fist up my ass, and like it was just a shooting pain, and like and I was like on the floor, my hands and knees
on the floor. Oh no, hands. All right, wait. We get this.
Did she put on a glove?
She did have. My grandma was a house nurse for the longest time.
Okay, so she had gloves.
She had
you
gloves.
Were like
yeah.
this.
Head down on the floor like you're in pain, like forehead on the floor. Yeah, like that.
Oh. Now do the scorpion. What do you do the scorpion?
All right.
So the most painfully emotional experience of your life?
Most painful emotional experience.
Yeah, we got the.
We need to go at least 2 more minutes. Tell a story, Wings. We got to break 4 hours. Make it happen.
Well, one time, the section when I went to pick Black Ops 1 up, you ever had to take a shit while you're driving?
Mm-hmm.
You ever had to take one of those shits that there was no waiting for?
Oh,
okay.
I went to pick up Black Ops 1 about 2 years ago, and I started to feel it on the way there. So I got about halfway there. GameStop's somewhere like 8 or 9 miles from me. So it's not the longest trip you're ever going to, undergo.
But
so
they don't
I'm
have
like,
a
all right,
public
I'll
bathroom.
get there, and then I get there, and I'm thinking, GameStop doesn't have a public bathroom. So I'm starting to think of the Call of Duty line. So I get to there, and the line's like 200 or 300 people. And I'm like, I'm not picking this game up tonight. So I'm driving by Walmart, which happens to be right there near the GameStop, and I'm contemplating going in to Walmart to take a shit. And I don't like using Walmart bathrooms, mainly because I know of the Walmart work ethic. Do as little as possible as often as possible. So bathroom cleaning might not be the highest on their list to get done on their midnight shift. So I'm like, I can make it home. That was probably the longest car ride I've ever had in my goddamn life. I actually stopped 3 times on the middle of 378, which is it's a US 378, so it's a major 4-lane highway, contemplating taking a shit on the side of the road. I was in major pain. I was having contractions. I was ready to pass a baby.
Oh, no.
Oh, and then you made it home and splashed down.
I did make it home, and I ended up shitting my pants.
Wait, that's not making it home.
I shit my pants in the bathroom trying to pull them down.
You made it so far. You were
seconds away. You just lack sphincter discipline.
For some reason, when I hit the house, all the willpower and the breathing patterns, all that went.
So you were doing the whole.
Yeah, I was like I was having a contraction. I was like rolling the window of the truck down. I'm like. I'm like, as soon as I got in the house, my butt could feel that the toilet was near. Like it just starts to let its guard down, and my muscles start to unclench, and it's like, ended up getting like half in my pants, half in the toilet.
That was Painkiller Already, episode 132.
FPS, the regular FPS Kyle was taken, so I put the O's on the end. Somewhere out there, there's an FPS, the real FPS Kyle, I guess. But I love Pure Ponage. I love that show.
It would have been better if they had FPS Doug as the main character, because I'm not a real-time strategy kind of guy. I mean,
yeah, I want a spin-off of Pure Ponage. It's just the FPS Doug show.
I say this, but I was actually on Team USA for Starcraft, which is a RTS.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you know, but they Pure Ponage got picked up as like a regular TV show in Canada.
Canada?
Yeah.
Hey, some hardcore gamers up in Canada.
I guess so. Well, I mean, that's where they're based out of anyway. They're all those guys are Canadian.
I mean, when I went to Korea, I went to Seoul for the tournaments back in like 99, 98 or 99. This shit was like blown up, dude. It's like the Koreans, they love them some StarCraft, dude. I mean, literally, they have 3 TV shows that run nothing but StarCraft matches all day. Have you ever played StarCraft?
Like, don't they play a lot of World at what is it? WoW too, World at Warcraft or whatever.
I don't know, but this is way back in the day. But I mean, I remember one was like VNet challenge where they get these Korean pro players, and they would go against like regular people off like Battle.net, which is owned by Blizzard, which is Activision Blizzard now. So I guess it's the same company as Call of Duty now.
Yeah.
And it showed these pros just creaming, like, you know, regular Joes that just log on to play a game. And I remember one time a couple of pros got kicked off the show because they actually lost the random game.
Ooh. It was probably set up. Probably some other pro got on. He's like, I'm going to embarrass these guys.
Just imagine doing that. Being a pro player, you're on the TV show. Cause they're actually on the TV show. They got computers set up and all. They got, like, their fucking Nike T-shirt on with, like, their sports drink logos all over it.
Get their emoji sweatbands.
And on their wrists so they don't hit the desk or something. And they're like... and then you lose to a random guy on Battle.net.
Don't you know you'd be sweating it out? You'd just be sweating, like, looking around.
They got all these custom keyboards with, like, keys removed so you couldn't hit the Windows key.
Oh, man. I never really got into too much PC gaming because I never really had a computer that was powerful enough to do it, so I've always been a console guy.
I was actually started out as a PC gamer on Counter-Strike Source. And,
oh, yeah.
And then I went over to Battlefield when Battlefield first came out in, like, 2000.
Yeah.
I just got out my Starcraft phase. I played Starcraft and Diablo 2 for a long-ass time. And my friend convinced me to buy a PlayStation 2. And basically, in PlayStation 2, I was like, man, on a first-person shooter. And at the time, I liked Battlefield. So I bought Battlefield Modern Combat. And that was probably the best shooter game I've ever played.
Yeah.
Did you play Modern Combat?
I played... the PS2 was my first, like, real console. And I played SOCOM. SOCOM was my game.
I can never get in those third-person shooters.
I agree. I agree with you there. It's a pretty big transition, but I can go back and forth. Okay, like I played Gears of War a little bit. It wasn't really my style, but whenever I got my 360, it was Halo 2, and that's probably the game that I've spent the most time playing before COD 4.
So why did you buy the 360 if you start with the PlayStation 2?
That's all right. That's a pretty cool story. Actually, I play poker I play poker for money, and in some pretty big games like $5 and $10 blinds, so pots get up to a couple grand. And I had won a good bit amount of money, and I was like, I'm gonna go buy a game system because I hadn't had one since I was a little kid, and I was gonna get a PlayStation 3, and I went into GameStop, and the guy's like, you don't want a PlayStation 3, they overheat. He's like, they have a lot of problems, and I have no idea why he told me that because it's not true from my experience. But so I went ahead and got the 360, and I'm on my 5th 360 right now because of Red Rings of Death, and I love the 360. I've got a PS3 also, and
yeah.
I mean,
now, what are you shooting for as your ideal weight?
230.
230.
I don't want to get 230 to 250. I don't want to get too small because I'm gonna have a lot of loose skin to deal with to begin with. And if I get down to my ideal weight, which is about 190, 200 pounds, I'm gonna seriously need like fucking what was it called? Tummy tuck.
But you're 6'4", right? So some of these, like, I hear 230 and I think, that's a husky guy. But 230 is not husky at 6'4".
No, it's not.
I'm 6'4" also. Well, long.
It doesn't bother me being a husky.
Yeah.
Because a guy that's 230 can easily, still be in great shape. He's just got a little more extra weight. Like 230 ain't gonna stop you from like working normally, climbing ladders.
230 at 6'4", that's not feeling husky at all to me. That's feeling fit.
Yeah, think about Big John. He stood 6'6" and weighed 245.
Yeah, but
broad at the shoulder.
I actually feel fit now. But could I run a marathon? No. I was actually surprised at my doctor's visit because I seriously thought like I had type 2 diabetes, I had high blood pressure and all this. I had none of that. I was like, wow. He's like, you're perfectly healthy. You're just overweight.
That's nice.
Well, that's
a wake-up
good.
call.
Then you may have caught this early then, so there's going to be no like long-term side effects.
Because I used to have those. When I didn't eat, I used to have those shakes. It was hypoglycemia.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I don't
me and my dad both have that. Like if we're out doing something, like if I don't eat breakfast or something and I go and work for a while,
I'll get the shakes. Like I could black out.
Yeah, that's the same thing. As soon as I put.
See, he would have had that problem with me because I carry stuff. I carry a 1911 in my truck. So.
Wings, you carry all the time 1911?
I carry 1911.
I'm not big enough to carry 1911, man. That
I am.
the size
I'm
of a
6'4".
school book.
I'm 6'4", 300 pounds. I can carry a full-size pistol.
Kyle, do you carry all the time?
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
In the rep. Well, Wings is big though. He's like 6'4".
Yeah.
Yeah, Wings is a monster.
If he gets a hold of you, it's over.
Agile. Yeah, but I ain't got no vitality, no endurance, no constitution.
You don't. I don't know how big your Slick Daddy is either.
Yeah, I don't know.
So if the correlation is really there, but like if a guy's 6'4", he has long arms and he has big feet and he has long fingers and his his chest is
I like
bigger.
to contest against that. My fingers are short and stubby.
Really?
Yeah, you can see my hands.
Yeah, they are short and stubby. They're like little hobbit hands.
But
I got my mother.
I am over 6 feet tall. Oh God! It's whenever we talk about height, it just reminds me of Wings. that whole kerfuffle.
He said he was 6'4".
I think he might have told us he was 6'6". He told
did he?
It was back. So this is like way back. This is 12, 14 years ago, maybe even. This is like prime time Wings of Redemption when he's the bad boy of Call of Duty, right? And the only thing you'd ever seen of him was like he had done like a controller review, one of those custom controllers with the pads on the back.
Right.
They had paid him like $300 to make a video, which was wild to all of us. Like he's got a sponsor, and it's just his hands, and people were like, "Your hands are kind of small, brother." And he's just like, "I'm 6'4", 325 pounds. I'm a bubba." And we all kind of took that as fact. The man said he's 6'4", 325. That's what he is. All right, fucking linebacker. God damn. Why didn't he go pro? Did he play for Clemson? It sounds like he should have. Man, maybe he had a knee injury or something, and now he just plays games because he couldn't go pro or whatever. And then he uploaded a picture like years later, and it's like him standing next to his pickup truck, and we all know how tall pickup trucks are, and it's like the truck's taller than him, and like if you're 6'1" or 6'2", you know that like. I'm about as tall as a pickup truck, or I can see right over the top of a pickup truck, and then this guy's like under the pickup truck, like by that much, and it's just like, ooh, I think we may have miscalculated something here or there. And then Woody and I met him, and like we're both taller. Woody's about 6 feet, and Woody's taller, and I'm a good bit taller too, and no, I think he's about 5'11".
I never could gauge Wing's actual height because he'd always like talk about his weight or whatever, and I'm thinking it's worse the shorter he is if he's that heavy. Yep. So if he was like, I can never gauge. So I'm like, man, how big is he? Because I have a buddy of mine who's about my height, and he's about 300 pounds, and he is very wide. So. Yeah, I just never knew how tall he was, so it's kind of cool to have an actual comparison to
300 pounds at 5'8". That's a wide boy.
That's a wide boy.
That's a heavy load.
I was 200 pounds at 5'8", and I was fucking. It looked like I ate a barrel. I was thick.
Right.
So no muscle either. I was just pure.
I've been obsessed with this subreddit called Long Boys.
You want a whole new topic?
Sure.
Wings. You used to be a 911 operator?
For a very short period of time, like 2 weeks.
What happened? Why did you stop after 2 weeks?
YouTube? I did not back. That was when we were talking about the pay period where we could get paid for like 6 months. At that time, when I first started YouTube, I was on unemployment, and because I was laid off at the time, and unemployment was about to run dry on me. So I got back into the workforce to try and pay the bills in hopes that my YouTube dream would kick off, and it eventually did, and then I quit.
Okay, so you quit that job?
Yes.
Did you hate the job?
Long hours. It's 24 on, 48 off.
Holy smokes! You work 24 hours in a row?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
It's like you work 24-hour shifts, you get 48 hours off.
How do you stay awake during that?
Coffee.
You know, after 18 hours of being awake, your body's at a 0.04 BAC.
Get out.
Or well, similar mindset.
Huh. That's the way they do it around here. 24 on, 48 off.
I tried to drive from Boston to Atlanta in a straight shot, and I think it was about 19 hours into the drive after being lost for a while. That's longer than it normally takes. My hands were shaking, like genuinely, like it looked like I had Parkinson's, like seriously shaking uncontrollably. I had like 5 monsters, and I was like, shit, I gotta stop.
I mean,
like I wanted to man up and do the whole thing.
You get some adrenaline with 911 though. Like you get people that are scared, and you're trying to talk them down, and you got this rap sheet you got to go down, and there's certain things you can't do, like you're not allowed to hang up on them. If they hang up, you have to call them back.
Did you ever want to swear at somebody that called 911? Like, shut the fuck up. Like, here's what I got to tell you to do.
I think the worst one I got was a turkey. Somebody had ran over their husband's turkey with their car, and they called 911.
It was an emergency for the turkey.
That turkey was dead as shit.
I imagine Wings being like, I'll be right there, and like tucking a napkin into his collar as he runs out the door.
So what'd you say to him? What'd you have to say? Did you have to?
You got to give them the standard answer. You got to be professional. Like it was like, ma'am, this is 911. This is for people emergencies. I can look up the number for the local veterinarian's office if you would like, but continued use of the service in this manner could be a criminal offense.
That was pretty well handled, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's what you'd want.
I'd like to say, ma'am, this is for humans.
Did that bother you, getting a call like that, or did that like?
No, you get them all you basically, when you take breaks, you basically go over who had the loony calls.
Really, you got lots of calls like that.
Yeah, people call 911 for like busting the water. Like we had this one woman that when I worked there, she had like hot water, and she turned it on, and the water thing broke, and hot water started shooting up out of her spigot, and she like called 911 in a panic.
Wow, I never thought of it that way, that people use 911 as just a cure-all for, like, oh, this happened in my life, I'm panicking.
Yeah, I've seen that in my life. Like, I hate to make this generalization, but it's usually hysterical women that...
Like green tea I bought then, because I like it.
You can have some water. There's your prize.
Refreshing.
One night you should get
from the
Wings just rip-roaring drunk, just because.
I don't drink.
No,
I know that. That's why.
Not. It doesn't fit the weight loss thing either.
You drink 0 calorie booze.
Yes, yeah, just vodka. Just get him go. Yeah. No, we're gonna keep this. We're describe this thing to people, and she's like, by the way, he has no like knowledge in this field. Like he has no weight loss or like physical fitness knowledge. He's just making it up as he goes along, and he thinks he's a smartass. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I got this. It's not that fucking complicated. And the people who say it is are trying to make money off of you.
This right here is Crystal Light.
What?
This is Crystal Light.
Wait, that was never alcohol in the first place?
Never alcohol.
Oh, you're a bitch.
You serious?
Wait, you skipped out on the drinking episode?
I don't like drinking.
But wait, you were like passed out. You like fell asleep in that episode.
Was that fake?
That was drama from high school serving me well.
Oh, man.
Get out. You didn't drink that episode?
I can imagine, by the way, this was never chicken or some shit like that.
Oh, man.
I can't believe that.
Wings.
Probably not good to drink anymore.
Lost so much respect for you.
I can't believe you didn't drink on the drinking episode.
I don't like drinking, dude. I don't.
I don't like drinking either, and I drank.
Yeah, I don't drink, man. I drank.
What are you talking about, Kyle? You drink all the time. You're talking about how you're sipping on pumpkin spice beers and whatnot. Get out of here with your I don't drink.
Yeah,
I don't like drinking whatsoever. I mean, I don't like drinking. I like being around smoking. I don't like loud music.
I can't believe you didn't drink on the drinking episode.
There's going to be some punishment for this.
You just took the opportunity to go to fucking sleep on the drinking episode?
I want in the comments box, I want to know what punishment he deserves. I'm thinking he's going to
one.
Yeah. I have a good one.
Exactly. I was gonna say the taser because
we're gonna taser Wings Redemption because he fucked us over like this. That's just.
Wow.
This
That's the worst time to review that.
Drinking. I played it perfectly.
I'm gonna shoot you in the ass with a taser. Oh no, I'm not. You know what I'm gonna do? Woody, have I ever told you about my law enforcement friend who can't stand wings?
Yes.
I'm bringing him in.
Do it. Do it. It has to be done. That's good.
Red, are you out there? Are you listening right now, Red? You're coming in. We need you.
We got a code one, Red. Wings Redemption fake drinking on the show.
I'm gonna piss Red off too when he does this shit.
Oh?
I'm gonna be like, hey Red, you gonna give a speeding ticket to a single mother of 3 kids?
Red will fuck you up.
I want to see an electrified suit on Wings.
So
he says something inappropriate.
This is so funny.
Kids. Come on, Red, give me that X.
So here's the thing. Only Woody and I are aware of why this is so funny right now. Because what Red said was, I wish you. Well, I won't say everything Red said, but he said, I wish you'd get that gentleman to come down this way. I'd whoop him.
Dumbest thing I've ever done and gotten away with was pulling a shotgun on somebody.
What? Tell us more.
Well, my stepfather, the one my mother just divorced just 2 days ago, he was an alcoholic. He liked to come home drunk and stuff like that. And I was on one of my binges where I was trying to lose weight, and apparently I'd ate too much of the salad we had fixed for dinner. So I'm sitting in my office, and he's talking. Well, it was my bedroom at the time.
What's this guy's name? He's not famous on your channel, is he?
No, his name's Anthony Watts. But I'm sitting, double wide trailer, walls are thin. I'm hearing him sitting there bad mouthing me, calling me fat and things of that nature. And he's drunk off his ass. And
How
my
old are you?
mother's at this time?
Yeah.
18, 19.
Okay.
I'm sitting there feeling bad because I did overeat and stuff like that. But I'm like, I'm not going to take this shit no more. So I grab my shotgun and I come out and point it at his ass. And he runs away and grabs a pistol. And he comes out pointing the pistol at me. And we have like a standoff. So I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I throw the shotgun down, but he doesn't put the pistol down. And we end up tussling, going on the floor, and the cops are called, and nobody presses charges.
Okay.
Damn, Wings, that's hardcore.
Just trailer things.
You were pointing loaded firearms with a you were pointing loaded firearm at a drunk man pointing a
Swagger, shut the fuck up. Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out. Fuck you, man. Like, fuck this. Fuck that.